The New Year's weekend is now over and 2023 begins in earnest. Let's get a sense of how things went in KwaZulu-Natal over what's usually a busy time for police. I'm joined by KZN Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Good morning, Lieutenant General. Thank you for joining me. Tell me, how busy has the festive season been for the province in terms of keeping the police on their toes?
Yeah, good morning, ma'am, and compliments for the new year. KZN, as you all know, is always a busy province, both within the coast side as well as inland. We've had a lot of parties that has been happening. I'm sure you might have seen it on TV that the last dance was held in this province. So many people were paying much attention on that and they were celebrating. So we've had quite a very busy festive period as usual, but not that much in terms of Durban, especially within the coast. Within the beaches, as you all know, the challenges with regard to the beaches. And I'll say from the law enforcement point of view, at least, that was not much of a hectic period for us.
Now, we know that it's been a really trying year for KwaZulu-Natal. Has crime spiked during this period, or were people really just trying to make the most of the festive season?
Yeah, well, we've started our operations for festive season period around the 15th of October, as you know. We launched the operation with the Premier and the Minister that were in attendance. And we've been busy since then. But what we've noticed, there's quite a reduction in terms of number of crimes that we've recorded over the period. We've had a very good successes also in between. I might just say that KZN, as you know, they do misbehave at times. We still have quite a lot of incidents that of violent nature, conduct crimes. We've fortunately been able to arrest quite a number of suspects, about over 5,000 suspects that has been arrested during this period of festive season in relation to conduct crime. Obviously, quite a number of them involving murders and the likes, which we give appreciation to our detective that has been hard at work in tracing those suspects that are involved in murders. Rape, there's been quite a lot of arrests also in relation to that, and gender-based violence in general. There's been quite a lot of arrests that we've affected in the process. And there's been a lot of recoveries of illicit goods, over 800 firearms that have been recovered, and over 7,000 rounds of ammunition that were recovered as well. So it's quite a lot of achievement that we've had during this period. So we've saved quite a lot of lives. But we've had incidents of violent crimes as well, including murders and the likes. I mean, New Year's Eve, there's been some few incidents, although sporadic, but there's been incidents where people got into conflicts and they started stabbing each other and so forth. And some of them, unfortunately, they lost their lives.
Now, you say that, you guys have had successful operations. Have your operations in the province yielded anything of significance or of interest over the past few weeks?
Yeah, well, that's why I was just highlighting in terms of number of successes that we've achieved as a province, which includes 5,720 people that were arrested by the police during this period in relation to conduct crime. Conduct crime will range from murders, attempted murders, rapes and so forth, and assault and so forth. Some of them, quite a lot of them, unfortunately, that could not even go to court because the courts are not as busy during this period. So some of them will be appearing in court during this week, and they will have spent either Christmas behind bars or they will have spent the New Year's Eve celebrations behind bars. So that is a positive thing for us. When we talk about cases that we are proud of in terms of successes as a police, are the ones on gender-based violence in the main. As you know that. It is a priority for the country for us to be able to make sure that we take those people that are involved in gender-based violence behind bars. So there's been quite a lot of arrests on that, where we recorded a good number of arrests, as I've alluded to earlier, To be precise, up to yesterday, we have about 472 people that we've arrested for rape alone during this period. And then others obviously will involve general sexual offenses, different type of cases. There's been, although we've been having challenges with regard to our blood testing kits in terms of drunk and driving, but we've been successful in terms of arresting some of the people that on observation we're able to detect that they are under influence of liquor. Over 200 of them, 261 to be exact, since yesterday, that were arrested as a result of that. But generally, there's been a low level of incidents that we've recorded in the province in terms of car crashes and so forth. So it's an encouraging thing. Maybe it could be because of the weather that has been not that good. But in generally, there's been good behaviors on the road.
Now, you've mentioned that just over this period, there have been more than 5,000 people arrested for contact crimes, more than 400 arrested as a result of GBV. What has changed between last year and this year? Because I presume that these are more arrests than last year.
Well, I think our approach, first, we must appreciate, I'm sure you're all aware that as we ended as we started with this festive season period, in December, we received quite an additional number of police officers to help us fight crime, which we did not have last year. KZN received at least 1,600 extra police officers that graduated from our academies in December. So the availability of those resources help us to be able to be in many other places that ordinarily we would not have been, which I beg your pardon?
Sorry, Lieutenant General. I was
okay.
You can continue.
All right. No, I was just saying that those number of police officers, 1,600 extra, we prioritize them in terms of our deployment. We channel them to, they have not taken up their post where they're supposed to be at station levels. So we use those members with additional members that were not on leave, because majority of police officers don't take leave during this period, and we had to pay overtime for them to work extra hours. And some of them, they did that without even having to be remunerated. They did it voluntarily, availing themselves to serve the country and the people that are visiting this province. We're able to be in many places that will have helped us to effect those arrests. And that's why the number of arrests will have increased as compared to last year.
Well, we certainly hope that those positive successes as far as what the police is doing on the ground continues well into the new year and for the rest of the year. That was KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi.